What's going on, e-bike community? Today we're here at the Greek Theater in Hollywood area, and we are going to be reviewing the Zugo Rhino e-bike 100-mile review. I actually already have 200 miles on it. First I'll go over the cons, the positives, and my overall thoughts on the e-bike. Alright, for the first negative, these tires are actually 4.25 inches thick, but it's listed at 20 inch by 4. But because it's so thick, there's a lot of road noise that you will get, and your turns are a little less versatile. The one major thing I hate about the tires is when you do get a flat, sometimes you'll get a bulge here, and sometimes it'll misalign with the wheel. It just takes a little bit pushing in to realign the wheel. All right, the other negative is forget about charging the battery while it's on the bike. You definitely would just have to remove it. It's almost impossible to get through here to the other side. The only way to really charge it is to remove the battery, and then the charge port would be right here. It's more accessible this way. All right, as for another negative, the seat is obviously unadjustable. So what you see is what you'll get. And just to fact check on the height, it's about 33 inches high. And the seat feels nice while you're just sitting on it. But when you pedal about an hour in, you'll start to kind of feel a little bit soreness between your legs. Just for measurements, the seat starts off like at about 4.5 inches wide for the rider. And it goes all the way up to 8 inches in the middle. And the rear, it's just about 8 inches. The pedal system is pretty low to the ground. This is why I actually don't recommend it for like mountain bike paths. You can see that this is pretty close to the ground. Your feet only really get about 4.5 inches of clearance, and the body only gets about 10 inches of clearance. So I don't recommend this on mountain bike trails, maybe just light off-road trails. The other last con, I took off the foot pegs because it made a lot of road noise. It was rattling a lot. And the other con that I found was these bolts right here for the kickstand. I find myself retightening this nuts and bolts for every like 70 miles or so because it becomes loose. It also makes noise on the road. Alright guys, as far as for the positives, it's a pretty solid bike. Again, it tops in at 28 miles per hour. At the price point, there aren't a lot of bikes around that option. And I like that the throttle sensor kicks in at 1/8 of a second, so it's pretty responsive. And what I like also, it only weighs about 65 pounds. There's not a lot of e-bike rack mounts out there that carries over 65 pounds. Just for reference, I'm 5'7" tall, and I get on it pretty quickly. Get on and off. This is why I love the step-through version. If I didn't have the step-through version, you can see how hard I would have to. You can see how hard I would have to make it just to get on the bike. I do a lot of jumps. I even try to do a wheelie in one of my videos, but the suspension's great. And the top speed I have, it's on a flat level ground, it's 28 miles per hour, and on downhills, I was able to get 44 miles per hour. And just keep in mind, if you push it up on hills and fast speeds, you will only get about 20 to 25 miles on a charge. Overall, this is a great e-bike to ride for all ages. I recommend the step-through version for riders 5'4" and taller. Because of the bike geometry, it is more of a pavement cruiser moped with a minimal sand and light off-road capabilities. Though the tires are noisy, it is also grippy, stable, and bouncy, providing more ride comfort. The battery lasts 30 to 60 miles on leisure rides and haven't had any issues with a 750 watt motor. Priced at $1,900, this e-bike checked most of my boxes, such as offering front suspensions, a step-through version, the portable 65 pounds weight, a passenger option, and the rugged design. Well folks, that about wraps my review. If you find this video helpful, kindly like and subscribe. We invite you to join us on our e-bike adventures. Details on the meetup link below. Stay safe and see you next time.